In their tongue, he's Dovahkiin, Dragonborn.
What's going on YouTube? This is Hero Stormwolf and welcome back to another weekly Skyrim mods video. This time we're going to be doing a sort of user requested mod, and this will be focused around Devil May Cry, essentially Devil May Cry 3 and 4. I have been able to found a couple of weapon mods as well as a transformation and a summon as well as 2 body mods. Now I know I just kind of all said that in a winded explanation, but I will go through each one not as slowly, but as effectively as possible. So let's get started with the body mods. So in a link in the description, I will have a media file to where you get the Nero body mod. What this does is basically it changes your character to look like Nero from Devil May Cry 4. Now this is only for male characters. It's classified as light armor. It has about 110 for light armor, which is actually really good, all things considering. The model looks nice. Excuse me. It seems it was ripped directly from Devil May Cry 4, which is usually how body mods work. So very nice looking. Even comes with the detailed arm, which is very nice. There's also the Dante's demon armor, which is the same concept. It was his transformation into Devil Trigger, which I think this is actually, if you use, I forget the name of it, but if you use Royal Guard, that's what it is, and you upgrade it fully, if you hold it down, you actually get the Devil armor with this right here, which you move slow in the game, but you get like increased defense. In here, it's just classified as armor. This is actually heavy armor, which is strangely weaker than Nero's armor, but nonetheless looks really cool. I like it a lot. There's also Devil May Cry 3 Dante. Now the issue with this is, for some reason, I think it's because the way that this Skyrim character models actually work, it doesn't fit correctly on the body itself, on the Skyrim vanilla body, so it just looks a little bit off. But I mean, it's not too bad. You can notice it a little bit, but again, it's not too bad. I think it looks pretty nice, and I'll explain about that in a minute. But that's it for the body mods. The next link will be the DMC 3 and 4 weapons pack, which comes with the weapons from Devil May Cry 3 and 4. I'm going to start off with the Agni and the Rudra. These, of course, are twin swords. I believe it's fire and wind. Of course, they don't have the attributes in Skyrim. You could probably add them through either enhancements or modding. But in order to access these, what you need to do is go into the console command, type in help, Rudra. Oh, not 9, 0. And as you can see on the bottom left-hand side, it has the classification of the item, which is a weapon, the console command, which you need to type in, and the name of the item. In order to actually get the item in your inventory, what you need to do is type in player.add-item A7001004. Now my number is going to be different from yours, but it's the same concept. And then after you type in the item code number, you need to type in as many as you want. I'm just going to do one for the demonstration. And as you see up top, it says DMC/Rudra1 added. It will be the same concept for the Agni. What you need to do is type in help, Agni, 0. And as you can see here, classification of the item is a weapon, the console command, and the item name, same concept here. Now of course you can type, if you in the console command, you can type up until you get to like the last thing that you typed. This would be a lot easier if you just need to run through either the same type of items, or if you just need to change one number of it. So as you see, when I typed it in and press enter, I'll do it again. It says DMC Agni added, and these will be added to your inventory. Now of course I have 2, 3 of them. There are one-handed weapons. do a decent amount of damage, 35. I'm not sure if they can be upgraded. I believe they probably can. Next up is the Nevin, which is the scythe weapon, but here it's classified as a giant axe. It doesn't look as flashy or as cool as it does in game. It's still a nice looking scythe weapon, but it's kind of hard to picture it as the weapon that you see in Devil May Cry 3. Regardless, if you want this weapon, what you need to do is type in back in the console command. And as you can see, the weapon, item number, you just type that in, and then the same process, once you type it in, it will show up on the top left hand side here. I'm not going to do it because I've already shown it and it will just add more time to the video. But it is classified as a two-handed axe weapon, so if you're proficient in axe weapons, you might want to think about using this if you like it. Does a decent amount of damage, 38. Next up is the Rebellion. Nice two-handed sword, which actually makes a lot of sense that wield it two-handed than one-handed. Oh god, please don't fall off. Okay, anyway, in order to access the Rebellion, which again looks really nice, even though it's probably ripped from the game, they actually did a very good job in porting it into Skyrim. But the same deal here. What you do is type in help Rebellion, and then you'll see at the bottom DMC Rebellion. Same process, type in the item code, and then it will show up that you've had it in your inventory. And then the final one is the Red Queen. It is a one-handed weapon, does 35 damage. I'm actually going to equip Nero for this just because it just looks better. But back to the weapon, the Red Queen. It doesn't have the flame attributes to it, but you can probably add it through enhancements or modding. So there we go. Same process here if you want it. Help Red Queen. Now Red Queen needs to all be one word. For some reason Skyrim console commands does not allow spaces, so it all needs to be in one word. And as you see at the bottom here, name of the item, you type that in, it will show up at the top, and then you will have the Red Queen in your inventory. So along with the that's actually coming up next. Along with the body armors and the weapons, I also found a power mod that adds the Stinger from Devil May Cry. What it does is a high-powered dashing sword stab which blasts foes out of the way of ease. So once you install the mod and start up Skyrim, on the upper left-hand corner you'll see that the Stinger has been added to your powers. What you need to do is equip it. And there you go. And you'll see you'll dash forward a pretty good distance, pretty good distance. Now the problem with this is you can't actually control the distance, but it does a good amount of damage. And once you reach below 40% health, it will actually hit a lot harder and a lot stronger. So that's something that to be noted if you're having a tough time and you need to either get out of the way of something, catch an enemy, or if you need to do a good amount of damage. Along with that, there is the final part of this DMC mod pack thing. It is a couple of summons and transformations. Here it is 2 summons homes here. The summon Alto Angelo, which is it's one of the main enemies in Devil May Cry 4. And then the summon Yamato, which is Nero's Devil Trigger. So in my left hand's gonna be the Alto Angelo, excuse me, and the right hand's gonna be Yamato. Oh, that was weird. It actually didn't show up. Now that is odd. It actually didn't show up. I will look into it and see what happens, because it showed up last time I did the mod. But I will look into it and see what happens as to why it didn't show up. But regardless, we'll go back to that. And then also there is the transformations. Same deal here. Now, I imagine these are going to be under power, so... Let's see. Yep, there's the transformation into Yamato. And there you go. Now, what's actually really cool, it actually comes with the sword. That's actually really cool. I like that a lot. And you can still use a weapon or a spell in your left hand. So if you wanted to, what you can do. And this lasts for about 3 minutes. So we'll just time skip this. There we go. And once you untransform, of course, you'll be put back into a naked state. This will be the same deal with the Alto Angelo transformation. Now this I like a lot. This actually looks really cool. Now unfortunately you don't get the sword with it, but you can always use whatever sword you have in your inventory. But it does come with the shield. I actually think this is really cool looking. So if you need extra protections and a cool armor set, it's actually really cool. I like it a lot. Now in order to access these summons and transformations, what you need to do is, on the map, you'll see a new location called the Savior Statue. What you need to do is fast travel to that. Once you do, you will see the Savior itself here, just out randomly in the open. And in each one of these hands, you will see the books that I've shown you earlier. And they will have in place the transformations and the summons. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the summons to work in this video. I will try and take a deeper look into it and see exactly what happened. But as soon as I know something, I will make an update video about it, telling you exactly what the issue is with the summons themselves. But I hope the person that requested this mod is happy with the results I found. I apologize I couldn't find a better Dante player model. If you actually happen to find one, you can link it either to me on Twitter or on the comment section below, and I will update the video as well for that reason only. Or not for that reason only, but for that reason. But, of course, this is the end of this episode of Skyrim Mods. If you have any requests that you want me to check out, or if you have a mod that you want me to showcase, leave it down in the description down below, and I will show it off in the next episode. It also helps, I know this is going to sound really stupid, if you happen to like the video, hit the like button, spread it around. It actually spreads out the video to YouTube because that's how their system automates. But regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, the link will be in the descriptions below, and I will try and answer any questions that you may have. And I will catch you guys later. Peace. Okay, so I know that I said at the end of the video I would figure out the issue with the actual summons, but I actually figured it out after I shut down the video. So what you need to do is, on that platform, since it's not considered land for some reason according to Skyrim, all you need to do is just get off the platform, and you can pretty much use the summons. So this is the Alto Angelo, and then of course we have the Yamato. We're actually gonna mess with this crap for a second, just because reasons. So there you go, you got some quick combat. With strangely enough, it actually acts as a summon more than a actual fighter, which is really weird. Should probably take off the magic. So there you go, some quick combat with the mods in place. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This will be the end of this week's Skyrim mods video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, ask questions, leave a like if you liked the video. Recommendations are always welcome. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace.